Welcome back to River Bend Springs. Hey Walter, how's it going? Today it's January. It's our first real winter. There's not a lot to do, but I was looking at these contracts and there are wood transport contracts for $6,050. I have no idea what these are. We're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna borrow the items and it's under active. So let's see if we get a little bit of a hint. So we're gonna go down here to pick up wood and take it up there, it looks like. So let's head over to the first spot. Let's open the map a little bit bigger so we can 100% know where we're going. All right, we're heading southeast on the map. I think I know my way there, but after this, we might work our way to spring and start figuring out what we're gonna do with those other two fields. Unless this pays well and is kind of easy. I mean, okay, why is there a circle there too? Oh, that's where we take it afterwards. Okay, but yeah, getting those other two fields figured out will be next on our task list, but I'm kind of itching to get out of debt, and this, I don't know, this might be a nightmare. We'll see how it goes. Or my introduction to logging in FS25, that's definitely what it is. And I was noticing in these contracts, because I was looking at them every time and I was just not brave enough to really accept it, was they pay a little bit better. Like this one's actually one of the lower amounts of only 6,000, and if we just have to show up and pick up these logs here, I don't know if I'm gonna mind this. So let's go ahead and back up, get a little bit closer. I'm assuming those are the logs that we need to transport. And there was a penalty for not doing some of them. So let's go ahead and let's open this help menu and unfold the truck. Oh, the camera's zooming out for us. That was fancy. Oh, look at that. We're actually sitting in there. Oh my goodness. We're gonna screenshot that. That's quite awesome. Let's see if we can back out, get a little view here. Okay, I'm impressed, guys. I am impressed. But now let's see how impressed we are with my ability to do this. Let's go ahead and get an angle about right here. And let's lift it. Okay. Maybe an angle right here. Yeah, arm a little bit, figure out exactly how we need to do this. Lower it now. Oh, that's too many. That's too many. Let's close that a little bit. Oh, nope. Remember the buttons, Chris. I'm sorry, buddy. You're gonna have to wait for me to figure my life out here. This is going as expected. Okay, that's not the best angle. I'm gonna play around with this. I'm not gonna let you guys watch me forever look like a moron, but I'm gonna get some practice in here and try to get this all figured out. Okay, that one's in place. If I can get this one like I just did with that one, I think we're ready to rock and roll. Just lift it a hair more. Bring it this way, maybe. There we go. Turn just a hair. Oh, not bad. All right, let's get the rest of these. Well, we've got quite the backup here now and started getting the hang of this a little bit. It's still not my favorite thing to do. I just need more practice, guys. Oh, I don't want to twist it. I just want to close it. And now we can raise this up. And I'm hoping these ones aren't too much in the way. But yeah, we should be able to just go right there, unload that, and I'm gonna call that good. I guess we could have moved those ones around a little bit better, but I think that'll do it. We got quite the backup here of vehicles. It does seem like sometimes they will get in the way, or just stop when we're in the way. Sometimes they'll keep going. So that's half of that done. It says 0% still, but I'm hoping this is all the wood we need. Oh, another car there still. Not a bad idea for a contract. I know, I think there was 1 or 2 maps that had this on last game. I didn't play them. I do know you could have cut trees down and all that as contracts, so this is all new territory to me. So we'll go up to this other circle here in the middle of the map by field 81. See about getting this about $6 grand. That's gonna help us get closer. it's out of debt and we missed our turn. I do want to jump in and say, as I'm recording this, only episode 1 is out yet. The comments have been amazing. Keep them coming. Welcome everyone new to the channel. Got a decent amount of new subscribers from that first video. I'm beyond ecstatic to see where this journey takes us in FS25. But thanks for joining. Hopefully you're still watching here on episode 4. Let me know your feedback. What do you think about the series? Is it moving too slow? Is it moving too fast? Is it right on? And just so the newcomers are aware, we don't play a lot of traditional full-on Let's Plays. We usually add a little bit more of a storyline and some role play to it. So we'll be getting to that, you know, in a month or so. I'm not really sure how long I want to roll with just the Let's Plays. This series is going to be pretty long, but we'll see how it goes. All right, let's back up here. I think we're just going to sell this like regular wood, right? Maybe we just unstrap it. Let's see. No, I don't want to buy that. Do I have to unload these too? Oh, maybe it's right here. It's right here. That's the spawning location. So we'll hop out right there and see if this is the same with selling wood. It is, and we got $14. All right, so let's go ahead here and get our 5,800, which should then jump us into the finances and allow us to drop that down to 20,000 instead of 25. So that feels good. Gets us closer to being out of debt. I did want to take some time to just kind of hop around here and see what is sellable. Like this one we're using. This one we're not, but we can't sell it. It's kind of disappointing to me. This one we can. I do want that space. Well, maybe... No, this one didn't highlight. So if they highlight, we can sell them. We can't sell the farmhouse. So this tells me I am going to want a huge expansion of a farmyard. And there's a little bit of land here, but it's not great terrain-wise. It cuts off about right here before it starts sloping big time down towards the lower road here. The grass field would be ideal. And the other thing I noticed is look at this lime selling station we have right by our property. So we might do a little bit of sheds and for all the grass work. And one of the things, I'm rambling a lot. One of the things I want to do a little differently in this playthrough is have dedicated areas for things. So the grass treatment or the hay operation, silage operations, all going to be down there. So we'd want the equipment down there. Right away, we're not going to have tractors dedicated to that area because we just don't have the funds yet. But we do have some equipment that is just dedicated to silage and baling the hay. So, you know, the tedder, the mower, the windrower could all be down there, and the wrapper in its own storage. So it's just organized by place. But a long-winded way of me saying we're gonna expand eventually. Let's jump in the Challenger. I do want to take care of the fertilizer that we need on the grass field today. And I'm lost. We'll find the spreader, head on over there, and hopefully we have enough product still. I think we will, just to do that second application on the grass, so that once it starts growing in the spring, we will just have to kind of sit and wait on that. 2,000, I think we started with 4,000, so we should have enough. And it is dormant, so no growth happened overnight. I believe, is it April or March, the first opportunity we're gonna have to see growth? Yeah, it looks great. It looks great. I do wish that even these grass fields would change colors like the outskirts of the meadow does. I think that would be pretty slick and would be a nice improvement. We can kind of see if we look this direction where we've been. I'm noticing the color changes are a little less obvious when there's crops. For the realism of the game, that's probably good. For me not trying to waste any material seems to be a bad thing, but we'll get it all sorted out and figured out here. Haven't bought FS25 yet? You can use the partner code FSSWU. You can find the link in the description. Your support goes a long ways at helping out this channel. I think it's gonna be a little too much left to get this in one pass, so we'll stay to the left to make sure we get all that done, but plenty of fertilizer. I do love how far the fertilizer is going. Maybe it's just me stressing about being broke on this farm, but it definitely feels like it's you know, it takes longer to go through the fertilizer than it did in 22. But again, it could just be me wanting this stuff to last longer than it does, and it's just exactly like FS22. But either way, I think the textures are great. I've been reading a lot of comments online, on Facebook groups, on Reddit, where people think this isn't much of a different game. I think they just need to keep playing, and they'll notice that there are a lot of changes. It's not just a DLC and a reskin. It is a different game. The vehicles drive better, in my opinion, which is a huge win. That's like the biggest thing that I've noticed. I feel like definitely with the steering wheel and the keyboard, they seem to react better. Backing up seems to be a little easier, unless it's just me getting used to it. Things don't seem to do those quick jackknifes like they used to do. But I also do, you know, back up at 4 miles an hour compared to how I used to when I would just fly backing up. But of course I start saying they don't jackknife like they used to, and then I do a terrible job backing up. So, you know, maybe it's always been a me issue and not a game issue. But we're getting better. There we go. It's pretty centered. Let's not lose it. And make sure it's completely undercover there. And I think that's all we could do in January, unless we get really greedy and go after some more of these contracts. Another wood transportation showed up. That's interesting. So you can kind of just spawn those if you want, or spam those if you want. Cultivating, if we were doing work, I think I would grab one of those and just have a worker do it. Just kind of help with the funds. Again, this is a let's play, not necessarily 100% trying to be realistic, trying to actually just kind of play the game. And let's just see what Walter's got going on. So,
sure.
I want to know more about you.
Testing if my jaw still works. Sure. Let's prattle.
Let's prattle.
When's the last time you visited your grandma, kiddo?
Oh,
I don't know if she ever told you how we met. If she did, she probably told her own version of the, what do they call it today? Origin story of our marriage. As you know, we came from very different families. Me, from a long line of farmers.
I hope they came from different families.
From a wealthy real estate group of folks. What do you think our family's made of it? When
both
her
own
family
property?
arrived in town, people were skeptical, like people always are.
Okay.
Also, so-called gravel pit lakes were a problem. Even had one of those here in the region. After extracting gravel, companies frequently left a disrupted ecosystem. People expected more of that, but thankfully that didn't happen. Their family bought land, yes, and they built businesses in the area, providing jobs and stability.
All right, I'm not interested in this, guys. I'm sorry. I want to play the game. I don't want to hear your stories about that stuff. Okay, we're gonna make it, let's wake up. I guess we'll wake up at 8. Maybe we'll see some snow in January or February. We'll see some snow in February. All right, it is February. Still nothing to do on our farm. Let's look in here. So we could do another 8,500. That one's still there for a couple hours. Let's see. I kind of want to do it. I never did these, so let's borrow the equipment. We'll cruise on over and do that one. And then we might do the wood transportation as well and just spend a little bit of time in these months trying to get out of debt. At least like 5,000 or like a little bit of the loan each time. This little skid steer is pretty awesome. But let's see where we're going. We need to go up here and... Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Let's go to active. Let's see. It should show us on the map. Let's look at the map, not that thing. Okay, so down into this area, which I kind of wanted to check out anyway. So if we go straight down that road there, we should get there. Might need something like this on the farm. Skid steers are nice, though I kind of prefer a telehandler, but a skid steer, I don't know, they're pretty expensive too. IRL, they're expensive. Yeah, this looks like the nice back road to where we're going. Look at this house in front of us. These are some rich folk. Okay. I want this property now. How much is this one? And that like circle barn looking thing? How much does this land cost? Only $370. Oh, okay. Some stables. Not sure what those are. That's pretty slick, though. I wonder if we could just work our way through the forest and get up there in this skid steer. Take a little shortcut here. We might regret it. Oh, it looks good. Okay, I never did this in FS25, so it might take me a minute to recognize which rocks it wants us to demolish. But we will try to figure it out. Hopefully... it just makes sense. Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, I think we need to be... I think the shortcut was a bad idea because I think we need to be up here. If the skid steer could do this, I'm impressed. I see the red flags now. Okay, you can do it. You're almost there. Okay, do not recommend in real life, but let's go ahead and get stuck on a tree. Get a better camera angle here. All right, let's, the shortcut was not worth it because we would have came right up on this road and seen these 4 flags. So, all right, we'll work our way in there. All right, so opening this up, I think we just kind of turn this on and then raise this up and do that. Is that doing it? It is. Okay, we just had to be patient. 25% there, and we'll go to the back one and work our way forward. Not bad for about 1,800 bucks that we're gonna get or whatever it is. And see, it's cracking. There we go. Good thing they don't make us pick this up and transport the stone too. That would be fun. Not a bad little contract. 3 out of 4 all done. Now these stones reappear, so you can redo this contract. That's kind of what I'm wondering here. And done. Okay. That's not bad. So back into the little contract thing, and we'll take our 1,800 bucks, and we'll go to our finances, and we will repay another 5,000, though we only have $114. I think that was definitely helpful, down to 15,000 in debt. And February, let's just double check. If we go to growth, harvested. So that's still showing up as harvested. And let's check the calendar just in case. Yeah, nothing here. We could plant some cotton. We're not going to do that. But March is when we can start adding things to the fields. I think looking at these options, I think peas and spinach, we need some equipment to harvest. I kind of feel like we need a plan, right? Like if we hopped in here and looked at productions and figured out what we want to start with, maybe greenhouses right now. Maybe we do take out a little bit of money and see if these can start bringing us in some money. But I want to look at chains. Like if we make mushrooms, is there something else we can do with the mushrooms? I'm going to look around at a few things and make a plan, and I'll rejoin you. I think the preserved food factory, that's only 35, might be a good option. The carpentry might be a good option, and the sawmill. A little dairy if we get dairy cows. Like these little productions, they're not going to produce very fast, but it feels like it's a nice like starter way to get into productions that are a little more affordable. So I think what we're gonna do, let's look at this canning one again, and it looks like some of the things from the greenhouses, that's for saplings, but we could make, yeah, some lettuce potentially and some of these peppers. Which one do we want though? It's mushrooms. So this $9,000 one maybe to start with, but if we're gonna take out a loan, we might as well go, 3,000? What is, oh, that's just for the saplings. I think we might do a greenhouse here. The land's gonna, yeah, we'll figure that out. Okay, those are gonna be the plans, but I wanna get out of debt first before we get back into debt. So let's make it March. And based on that, I think maybe we plant oats in one of these fields. I did notice the feed looks a little low on the cattle, so we'll take a look at that momentarily, but we're stuck. No, we're not. We got out. Let's cruise over here and take a peek at that. They do have some in here, so they still have 8,000. Water, they have 1,200. Let's go ahead and grab the John Deere. Has the bale spike still, and we'll just throw one bale in there for now. Let's get our angles a little bit better here. Cruise on up here. Grab one of these bales. If our brakes will work, we got one. That was it. It was kind of fun. Almost knocked all those over, but yeah, so we'll lower this, cruise around here, get a better approach, drop this off, make sure we're taking care of the cattle because they're needing that food. But let's see what their percentage is for reproducing too now. I believe we hopped in it this way and we could see that when we went here. Oh, they're halfway there. Okay, so that makes sense. They're still worth, oh, they're losing their value now. So yeah, the second they give birth, we're gonna get rid of those mamas. We got oats selected. I don't know if 36% of this is gonna be enough, but we will give it a shot. Let's go ahead and line up right here. Hold down H, guided steering, 3 headlands seems to be what it's recommending. I will trust it and we'll give it a shot. We'll see how this goes. We gotta enable that though, don't we? Is this not cultivated? I thought it was cultivated. It's harvested. All right, changing plans. What we're gonna do is we will do oats on this field and we will get the John Deere to cultivate that other one. I think we'll switch to a worker to get this started, and then we will get the other one started though. So it should be as easy as doing this, going to AI worker and then hitting H. All right, back to the John Deere, get our cultivator Get that other field prepped. Gas is getting low, maintenance is getting low. We need money. Oh, and honey sells for the best this month, doesn't it? Prices for honey. Yep. So we do have a little bit there. I think after we're done cultivating, we will go ahead and sell the little bit that we have. All right. Got the John Deere cultivator. Oh, can we afford that? I don't know if we can afford that worker. Maybe we change the courses here. But we are gonna go to guided steering. Actually, yeah, we got to do this stuff ourselves. Let's go ahead and stop that real quick. Lowered, turned back on. Hold down H, and I'm going to get the steering stuff for me set up. And I think what we'll do is we're going to do the inside of the field first, and then we'll do the headlands, kind of like they were doing. I'm going to overdo what I do here because I'm not exactly sure where the headlands end. But that should be good. Let's bust this out and give you something to enjoy watching here. Should have known better when there was still a bunch of weeds over there. The color threw me off, but this is almost done. This field's, planting these are super fast, and you don't even really need to do the headlands on this field, but kind of did. So we'll finish up with this side of the headlands, and then we will rotate back. We still have one more pass to do to go back towards the farmyard, but this is going super fast. I'm enjoying it. Just got to avoid driving in the wheat. We get to see a little crop destruction there. I did kind of mess up a little bit. That should complete another field getting planted. Not going to be a ton of profit from these smaller fields. I think we do need to possibly look into expanding soon the field count that we have and go from there. Let's get this a little bit out of our way. Oh, come on. Let me jump in this one. And start the engine. We'll lower it. And now we can grab that. Yeah, just got to get this started. Not the best start there. We'll have to get that spot we missed, but that should be far enough out of the way now. And we'll put this away. Till next month. I said they don't jackknife, but this is one that doesn't really respect the turning. There's like somewhat of a delay to when it actually respects when you turn the wheel, when the other ones are just turning a little bit better. But again, it could just be me. I'm terrible at backing up. There we go. Okay, back to the John Deere. And I'm starting to wonder if it's starting to get underpowered because of the maintenance. I feel like we did cultivate with this already and pulled a little bit better. Starting to feel a little sluggish, but we'll get by. We gotta get through these first few years, start making a really good profit, start to keep expanding. I'm loving it. It's a blast, guys. Another field cultivated. Feels good. I definitely feel like we do need some maintenance on this sooner than later. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Maybe being in debt's not a bad thing at the beginning. It's not a lot of honey, but we're gonna sneak this pallet. Gotta go lower, but there we go. All right, so we have 174 honey, and let's see where we could sell that. Oh, let's just go to the small kiosks. So if it was a full pallet, it looked like it was gonna be worth $3,000. So possibly what I'm seeing here is that honey just gets produced a lot slower, but is worth more money than it used to be. Or maybe I'm remembering wrong. But we'll learn how this thing works. Let's go ahead and just drop it right there. No. Don't get stuck, pallet. Yeah, $700. Okay, not too bad. Next, I want to see if we have enough fertilizer to get this field we just planted fertilized, because we're gonna be really close to needing more fertilizer. If this gets us through all of these fields, like 2 more applications on these 2 fields, boy, that would be impressive. Let's go ahead and scoot over so we're not wasting though. If I did it right, it would have been just an up and down, but I didn't. Still might be able to pull this off and just get that little area. I just don't want to miss anything on the right there. Not too bad. That didn't use very much at all, so we might have enough fertilizer to get us through the spring planting. We need more money. We need more money, guys. Just a little splash here, or spread, I should say. And looking pretty good. I think we did miss a little spot there, but that'll be okay. And in April, we'll be doing the same, so we'll just sneak over here for now. Get most of that fertilizer undercover and hop outside. Nice. Okay, let's look at contracts. Anything intriguing? Baling, I don't really... Is it just bale wrapping? I mean, what's the worst thing? We cancel the whole thing? Let's find out. It might just be bale wrapping. Field 11, or 34, I should say, sorry. Or, yeah, it is field 11. What? Why was there 2? This clause is nice to drive, though. It's responding really well to the steering wheel, too. That's definitely something I've noticed. Driving just seems... It seems better. Call me a fanboy, whatever. It just seems better. So in hindsight, we could have brought our own, but we didn't have any bale wrap, so we would have had to buy that. So taking the little hit, not putting the hours on our equipment seems worth it to me. We're gonna try to sneak around this field to get to the other one. Should be good. Let's go ahead and open that up though. No reason not to. Nice upgrade. Just have to come over here and wrap the bales for them. I dig it. All right, let's get automatic drop on. Get all these ones that are on the outskirts first. I mean, no reason not to do these quick contracts. Second one, yeah. So we don't even have to move them. Why wouldn't you do this contract? It's so easy. All right, let's get it done. And the last veil. That's some easy money, guys. I like the new contracts. I think it's definitely worth doing. I recommend them. Check them out. Just making some money in no time. Contract finished. And collect 5,000 bucks. I mean, why not? What else do we got in here? Mow the grass. Just mow the grass for 9 grand. All right. We're accepting that too. And we get to use the Valtra. This thing's a beast. Oh. That's the wrong way. So is this supposed to go on the back? Yes, okay, so the weight goes on the front, and then we put the mower on the back. That makes sense, Now, we don't want to drive with it that way. Oh, can we sneak by and get to this field super fast this way? It's on this side of the river, though. Let's explore. Oh, there is a route right here. Okay, this is a legit way. We're not doing anything shady. Look at that in the wind. Look at it blowing in the wind. We will do this though. And get that going. I think I'd show lines off. Get those back on. Lowered. And let's do this. We're going 14 miles an hour too. Why not do this? And it shows the percentage. 1% is a pretty good sized grass field. It's giving me ideas of fields we might want to purchase too. Yeah, it's just, I like the new contracts, guys. I'm gonna change the approach to this Let's Play. I think we're gonna fund what we want to buy some of these contracts, and some of them, like this one, if we would have thought about it earlier in the day, could have been going on with a worker. Like, again, it's a Let's Play. I'm not playing a realistic series. I don't think it's realistic to get a $5,000 contract to just mow someone's field. So I wouldn't do that in the roleplay series, but I might as well take advantage of it in here, and I get to try out all the equipment and see all of the farms and fields and figure out which ones we want to buy. I'm loving it. I'm interested to see how close we have to get done before it completes the contract. You see we're at 95% now with a couple more passes to go. I'm guessing 2 more passes and we're done. So probably just a little bit. Yeah, maybe it is the whole field. It'd be nice if it was and they got that calculation down perfect. But it makes you wonder if custom fields on custom maps contracts will work this smoothly. So we'll see here in a second. It looks like there will be just a little bit left over that we didn't cut. I imagine this pass is gonna do it right here, but we'll finish it if it's just that little bit. That's just rude. Yeah, 100%, it's not even gonna let me. Okay, not bad. Get to use the Vultra. What is this brand? Elho? Elho? Pretty nice. So $4,200 just for, oh no, that's another one. Active one, $8,500 for that. That's just insane. I love it. And I think I'm gonna borrow this again. We're gonna do another one of these wood ones because I want full on out of debt. I want it done. And I think next episode we might potentially even work on figuring out what we want to buy and do some contracts to get a certain amount of money. But since we already did this once, I will just do like a jump cut for you guys. Gonna drive to the location, pick up all the wood, and just get our 9 grand. And quite the haul there. Got $25 extra, and we'll come in here and come collect another one. We're sitting at $25,000. We should be able to jump into our finances and repay all of our loans. Awesome. All right, growing here, 95% yield bonus. Let's take a look at the grass field. I just want to make sure we're not messing up and it's not ready. You know, learning a new game, making sure everything doesn't change. But I'm excited about that lime station. We don't have to buy bags anymore. We can just go buy exactly what we need. Harvested still. All right. Let's go home and let's make it April, but I just want to kind of see where things are at April, and then we'll end the episode there. Okay. Property maintenance was $517, but property income was $648. So that solar panel's kind of paying for, yeah, it's doing its job. All right, we got some rain coming in today. I'm going to slow down time so we don't get too far forward. But you can see, yeah, patchy grass still, but it is growing again, and it's patchy. Okay, so we want it to be this height again, and we can cut it. So that'll be probably in June. And then this is looking like it might be close to June as well. When is the wheat harvest? Let's see. Wheat harvest starts in July. All right, let's take a look at our other field before we call it a day. Got to do the weeds. That makes sense. Oh, I saw it for just a split second. Medium weed. Medium. Okay, pretty nice. And they need fed as well, but they should be pretty close to full still. Yeah, 10,000. Water's good, so we'll take care of that later. But yep, I'm gonna call it here. We'll look at some contracts and do some field work next episode because there's some things I want to buy, and I think I want to secure that by making sure we don't take out any more loans. I think we'll move a lot faster, progress a lot quicker that way. But until then, I'm Socksway Up. I'll catch you on the next episode.